Hello, this is Chris, back again with another video. Welcome to Handy Tech. Today we're going to talk about my new 3D printer that I just purchased. It's an Anycubic Mega S. It's not the latest Anycubic that's out there. I think the Mega X is the most current, but this is great for me. It was around 200 euros. I think I even got a discount on it, and I also got the Galaxy Note 10 Plus on eBay as well. I love the Galaxy Note series, but there's a reason why I didn't get the Note 20 or the S22 Ultra, which has pen support. I got the Note 10 Plus because of the 3D scanning app that you can get for the Note 9 and the Note 10 Plus. So anyway, let's take a look at these new awesome gadgets. Okay, so let's talk about the 3D printer that I just got. It's by Anycubic. It's Anycubic Mega S. So there are some newer versions of this 3D printer, but this was the cheapest, and I think the best for me because I am between a beginner and an intermediate. I used to think that I was pretty good at this stuff, but there's always something new that I'm learning, and we all love learning, right? So I was able to print a few mods here. So this goes over the screws that adjust the height of the heat bed. So that was really cool. The first print didn't fit, so I had to scale it up to 102%, but then, you know, it worked. So that's what you have to do most of the time with 3D prints. Sometimes you gotta tweak it so it will fulfill what you need it to do. I do plan to do some other mods, maybe another spool I saw on Thingiverse, and then this filament extractor thing. I already had to tweak it because some filament broke off in there, and then the spring popped out, and I didn't know where to put the spring, but I figured it out, obviously, because it's doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, I did this. I 3D printed this tool holder. Love it. It did a really good job. Just had to pop these screws off and then place it on there and screw it back in. Nice and easy. It didn't come with tweezers though. These are all the tools that came with the 3D printer. So you got the spatula, the screw, the little clipper things, pliers, and these Allen wrenches, but I didn't get the tweezers. I think I have it with my other 3D printer, so I'll just use those. Pretty much the same deal. Now, I've had some failed prints, especially with ABS. This one, that was my bad. I was using different filament, obviously, and the string got caught. So it was doing such a good job, and then, so anyway, oopsie. I have had to use this printer tape for ABS because it wasn't sticking to this heat bed, and that's another reason why I got this 3D printer, was because of this heat bed technology that it was, that it advertised. But as you can see, I've had to put glue on it, which is fine, I don't care, but I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to do that. But this glue just kind of washes away, and I'm cool with that. It's just glue stick, Elmer's glue. So it seems to be sticking most of the time, with some little hiccups here and there, but the print is able to finish. That's the main thing. So what am I 3D printing now? I'm 3D printing this octopus. No, I'm doing an octopus phone and tablet stand. I've always been fascinated by octopuses or octopi. I forget which one, but I think it's octopuses.
because they're super intelligent animals. They're escape artists, and this one, this red octopus, is the Pacific giant octopus, and I saw it in Washington, if I'm not mistaken, when I went scuba diving. They're really fascinating, and I got this idea off of Thingiverse, so let's give a shout out to Not Colin for real. Anyway, I like his design the best. There was other ones that were pretty cool too, but I chose this one because it's a phone and tablet stand, and there was more tentacle, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I am using Cura, Ultimaker Cura, so I was able to use this software. I didn't have to use, I forget what it was called. It starts with the P, I think. Anyway, I had a lot of problems with my Hamlet 3D printer using that other software. I tried to use Cura, and there was a way to do it, but I had to do some hacking, and it just didn't work. The firmware or something like that didn't work. So I just had to continue to use their crappy software. Peak 3D, that's what it was called. But I'm sure it's better now. It was probably all me. But anyway, it just makes me feel all giddy using Ultimaker Cura software, because Ultimaker is probably the best 3D printer. They do a lot of good things, but Anycubic is holding their ground, I would say. So anyway, I have to get back to work, but this was a nice little break, and we'll talk a little bit more later. Hello, this is Chris, back again with another video. Hopefully my phone fits in this tripod thing. Alright, well, anyway, I got a new phone, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So it's a new phone for me. I got it off of eBay. There was a nice deal that I couldn't refuse, and I finally, dropped my Galaxy Note 8, cracked a little bit, and it's still working great, but I'm giving it to one of my kids. So he was about due for another phone. It's got a decent camera on it, and it's just on the sides really, and I'll probably repair it one of these times, but it served its purpose. Now I needed a little upgrade. So since I'm getting back into 3D printing, as you can see there, we're going to be talking about that later. I needed a phone that could do 3D scanning. So I heard that you could do that with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but you lost that feature if you got the S22 Ultra, S21. I think they're on the 22, right? I'll definitely double check that and correct myself if I made a mistake. But yeah, so I want to be doing some 3D scans, and I already have a project for that, because there's a little doohickey, I don't know what you call it, little stud or whatever that needs to be fixed on my car. There's like this weather seal, I guess that's what it is, and one of them broke off. The others are fine, so I'm going to pull those out, do a 3D scan on it, and see if it makes a pretty good scan, because it is plastic. So let's see if that will work. Okay, it's working. Really cool. And watch when I double tap it, it flips.
babies right now. I obviously use the Note 10 Plus every day. It's my daily driver. I use it for work. I connect it to my projector sometimes when I'm teaching, and then it has, you know, the decks, so it basically acts as a computer, and then I connect a Bluetooth keyboard to it. I just love that aspect. I think it's one of the best devices with a stylus. I used to have, or I still have, the Surface Pro 2. I actually have it right here. I still use that because it has a program that I'm using at the moment that I can't duplicate, and so yeah, right now it's getting pretty long in the tooth, so to speak, because the battery in it doesn't last as long. I do have the keyboard that has the battery, like an extra battery pack in it, but it's really weird how I have to get it started now. Anyway, I got rambling there. So I love these type of gadgets with the pen. I know Steve Jobs hated it. I love it. I have the Palm Pilot with the stylus, and I loved it. I jot down notes all the time when something pops up. I rather do that than do a voice note, because the voice note everybody can hear, and then I ramble too much on that too. So I do use it from time to time, but mostly when I can dictate and it will be typed or something like that. But anyway, I have not used the 3D scanning app yet. I do have a couple projects lined up for that, but first I want to 3D print, you know, different attachments to the 3D printer, and that's what you can hear in the background right now. I'm 3D printing a camera mount to the 3D printer, and thanks to Thingiverse, you know, I've used Thingiverse for quite some time now. You know, there's already some people that uploaded their versions that would be great, and I do plan to 3D model my own stuff, maybe using Mesh or some other app. I need to research that more, but that's going to be in a future video. But as you can see, I'm totally giddy over these gadgets, and the possibility of using a 3D scanner is great. Now on Thingiverse, they do advertise like this huge camera thing. I don't know the price of it. Maybe I can let you know right there. That says that you can have a 3D model in seconds or minutes, probably, which is also fascinating. But having something in the palm of your hand where you're like, I like that salt dispenser design. I want to 3D model it. Well, you could do it because it's in your pocket. Having that huge thing, it's probably going to be in your lab or your man den somewhere. So I'm really going to test that to my best abilities, and I'm going to definitely research that. I know there are some YouTube videos out there that have done it, but maybe I can give my own critique that will be different from theirs and will help you all in your future purchases. But for right now, I'm feeling pretty future-proof. I'm going to continue to get updates on my Galaxy Note Plus for a while, and it seems like there's a lot of updatability with this 3D printer. I do like this one a lot, but I would also like maybe having a you know, like a dual or more extruder, so I can do multiple colors at the same time. But there is something, you know, like a filament that is like rainbow colored and stuff. That's quite cool too. The other thing that I like is that this is compatible with Cura, the Ultimaker software. And I think I got the latest update, and wow, that update was really cool. I think it's Kura 4.111 or something. And yeah, so it's really easy to use, and anything that I don't understand, I can just Google it, and there's like step-by-step instructions on how to do that. Yeah, it's just super cool. I would love to get an Ultimaker one of these days, and maybe I can get something on eBay, like a used one or refurbished one or something like that. But again, I'm like, I can get things that are 400, 500 bucks, and and then next month I can pay it off, type of thing. So and right now I'm interested in getting another drone, the Mavic Mini 2, or maybe there's going to be the Mini 3, but I would be happy with the Mini 2 and compare it with the Spark, because I still use a Spark quite a bit, and it's still a solid drone. The reason why I would get it at this moment is because of the camera quality, maybe, but the distance and having that stability. And I plan to 3D print stuff for the Spark, and 3D print stuff for the Pair Bebop too, and of course the Mavic Mini 2, if I get it. But we'll see. Those are coming up. I have a lot of ideas that I want to do with the 3D printer.
Okay, I'm printing a tool holder, and I did put glue down. Didn't make it big enough, but it looks like it's sticking there. So I'm wondering what I did different and why it's sticking now. But in any case, this should be printed in about 4 hours. See how it looks.
So that's what I've done so far with these gadgets. I do plan to do some tips and tricks videos with both devices, how-to videos as well, like how to level the heating bed. That was kind of a chore starting out. I thought there would be some automatic thing. With the Hamlet 3D printer, I had the same problem with leveling it, but I figured it out this time with this 3D printer. And then as far as the Note 10 Plus, I mean, I love every part of it, but I am having some problems with the pen. But I will do some updated videos on that, because I'm sure there's a few other people out there that are having this issue as well with the pen. But I think it's a simple fix, and I will go on continuing loving the Note the Note 10 Plus. So anyway, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell, because I am making videos every week now. Isn't that crazy? So have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one.